Hey everyone, welcome to the Career Chat Show with me, Yanmo. What we're talking about on today's show. So I've had a few people contact me to say, is their job title a hindrance? Is it an obstacle? How should they change their job titles because of the roles that they want to go for or the opportunities that they need? In today's show, I'll be answering that question. Now, I know from experience that recruiters are looking for specific things, right, from your CV. However, before they even get to your CV, the job title that you put on is really important. So let me give you a very practical example. I basically had my career within the program management space. And within the program management space, there are different titles depending on the organization that you work for. For example, project manager is the job title that is standard across the industry. In some organizations, a project manager is also called a project lead. Now, because in that organization you are known as a project lead, it doesn't mean that your tasks, your roles and responsibilities are different. It just means that in that organization, that is what they choose to call it. Are you a project manager? Yes. But in that organization, you're known as a project lead. Now, you now want to transition into another job. You're looking for a new job, and on your CV, you put project lead. That can be very limiting. Why? Because project lead is not an industry standard name. So why am I sharing this with you? You have to look at what is the industry standard names given to the jobs that are out there and ensure that on your CV, even though the particular organization that you're working for may call it something completely different, but that's not what the industry is calling it. So use the industry standard name when you are looking for your next opportunity. And some disadvantages of just sticking to the organization's name is that you pigeonhole yourself. What do I mean by that? It gives the recruiter a limited perception of what you're capable of doing. So you don't want to pigeonhole yourself by saying, I'm just a project lead in this organization. That was what I did. Yes, it may have been the title that you were given, but your roles and responsibility means that or says that you're actually a project manager. So it will pigeonhole you. So you don't want to do that. The other thing as well is that if you stick to the job title that an organization has given to you, what you're doing is you're going to be underestimating your skills. You're going to be underestimating your skill set, and that is not going to be helpful when you are looking for a new job. So you don't want to stick to a job title that your organization has given to you. And let me tell you, with organizations, they are within their right to create a role and give it any name. Within any organization, they are within their right to create a role and give it any name. So they may have employed you for a particular role. You start that role and they tell you, you know what, this is the job title that we're giving to you. And that's fine. It's not a problem. A job title is only a job title. As long as you're able to deliver on that role, that's the main thing. So don't get too hung up on the job titles. I know sometimes we like to get hung up on job titles and we say, oh, I'm a director, I'm a VP, I'm all of these things. To be honest with you, it's a job title. Don't get too hung up on it. Can you do the job? Have you delivered? Have you saved the organization money? Have you delivered on that project? Are you a person of value? So more importantly, you need to also look at the fact that if you pigeonhole yourself and you use the job title within the organization, you're going to have difficulty in advancing your career. Right? You're going to have difficulties in advancing your career because your job title, like I said before, will pigeonhole you. Therefore, it's going to say that you are not suitable for all these other roles that you are applying for. And the other thing as well is the impression is going to give to your potential employers. It's not going to show that you have a good understanding of the industry. Remember, one organization doesn't determine the whole industry. one organization does not determine the whole industry. And some of you may be thinking, well, if I'm known as, say, a marketing operations manager in my role, but my title out there is marketing manager, is it not going to make more sense for me to keep hold of marketing and operations? Well, if the industry doesn't call it marketing and operations and they call it marketing manager, then stick to marketing manager. When they contact you for the role, you can actually say, in addition to, I also did this operative element of it. So I believe that those are the reasons why you shouldn't pigeonhole yourself by just sticking to the name or the job title that has been given to you in that particular organization, because that organization is one of many organizations out there. And you, as I always say, is you are the CEO of your career. So you need to be thinking about you and not the organization. They have employed you for a job, you've gone in there, they've given you a job title, that's great. It doesn't really matter. That job title is only for you and the organization in that moment in time, in that season of your life. Do the job. When you're ready to transition, when you're ready to get out there, what you have to do is say, right, what does the industry call me? Marketing manager and project manager, not project lead, right? You go out there, you put that on your CV, and you open yourself to more opportunities. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you're going to land the role that you deserve. If you have found this video very helpful, kindly think of subscribing, hit the bell for notifications, and until the next show, stay blessed. God bless you. Bye.